Hi my lovely people, how are you doing today? Welcome back to our channel. We are back again with another interesting episode of Minas de Passion. Thank you for 200 subscribers. You made it happen and this is our achievement. Please keep subscribing to this channel as we strive to keep you updated every single day. Now, let's jump right in. Roberta so restless waiting for the search party to return with Nicolas. Ezekiel and the search party come up empty-handed much to Roberta's fury. Roberta tells Ezekiel that she will make sure that they all lose their jobs. Roberta grabs a machete and a flashlight from the police and goes looking for Nicolas by herself, because Ezekiel doesn't want his men to keep the search going at sunset. Sarah and Joaquina continue their discussion, Sarah saying Leo is her husband and they are a family. Sarah tries to bribe Joaquina to keep her from telling Leonardo that she saw Danilo and her in a compromising situation. Joaquina turns down Sarah's offer, but says that she's going to keep quiet because she doesn't want Leonardo to suffer. Ezekiel has to tell Zaira, Tigra, Mario and Gail that they've had no luck. Zaira laments that Nico is alone in the woods. Tiger says he would rather be dead than leave the woods without his grandson. Zaira tries to persuade Ezekiel to stay and continue the search but he says he cannot risk the lives of his men. Danilo and Alita are worried they can't reach Victoria. Danilo is distracted and Alita calls him on it. Danilo denies it. Don't lie to me, she rebukes him. What is going on between you and Sarah? Sarah and I are in a relationship. He sits her down and she asks he tell her everything. And he fills in some of the blanks. She was married and admits it is complicated. Alita tells him Sarah is not a good person. He cares about Emilia and feels like a traitor. He followed his heart, not his head. Oh Danilo, she laments. Tigra calls out to his grandson as Zaira tries to comfort him. Leo comes up, caring but ineffective as usual. Jenny comes home and Sarah tells her she is going to divorce Leo. Are you insane? Jenny counters. Jenny tells her not to do it. Jenny tells Sarah to be careful and not to trust her dad. Leo and Gail confront Ezekiel as to why there has been no progress. Oh, and now there are 3 people missing, including La Patrona. Leo and Gail grab rope and stalk off to carry on the search. Roberta is thrashing through the grass, using her machete to clear a path. She calls out, first for Mauricio, and then Nico. She trips and falls, hurting her leg. We see a huge black and red snake crawling toward her. The snake bites Roberta. At that moment, Victoria appears and comes to Roberta's aid. She tries to assist her as Roberta screams loudly due to the pain. Victoria lights a campfire next to Roberta so the searchers can locate her. The leaves to continue with the search. Flor waits on a table being watched by Orlando. He talks about wanting to be a father. In answer, Flor pinches his cheek. The day darkens with the arrival of Adalberto and Fidel. Flor scurries off and Orlando follows her to ensure she is all right. Orlando notices that she gets nervous every time she sees Fidel, but she tells him that it's because Fidel and Adalberto know about her past. Jennifer tells Sarah that should their dad find out that her daughter Romina is Danilo's, the guy who stole millions of money from, she is sure he will never forgive her for betraying him, and this is the case. She's never stopped seeing him. She asks Sarah if she loves Danilo and she replies that he is the only man who makes her feel like a woman. He even came over to see her, but Joaquina saw them but has sworn to not tell Leonardo about it. Jennifer thinks it's time she decides on her feelings, but she says she's ready to sacrifice that because her perfect life plan is to be married to Leonardo and that she's not going to sacrifice that for Danilo. Darkness has descended and Roberta is feverish. She passes out just as Gail and Leonardo arrive. He hoists her up over his shoulder and Gail sends out a flare. We see Roberta, now lying down on the seat of one of the SUVs. Ezekiel wants to call an ambulance. Mario shows up at the scene, rather flummoxed. Nico is still passed out where he fell. Roberta is in very serious condition and they fear she won't make it while waiting for the ambulance. Gail and Leonardo ask Zaira to help her with some of her herbs. At first Zaira refuses, but then decides to help her in spite of all the hurt that Roberta has always caused them. Orlando gets a call from Leonardo who fills him in on what's transpired. He explains to Fidel he has to leave. Fidel wants to follow as well. Emilia finds Nicolas unconscious and is afraid that he might die. Nicolas gains consciousness for a moment and recognizes Emilia, calls her Mom, and tells her that he wants to go to heaven with her, but then he turns delirious. A frantic Emilia calls his name incessantly, trying to keep him awake. Sebastian is screaming for Nico, flashlight in hand. "You are very brave," Emilia tells her son as it appears his strength is ebbing quickly. She holds him close. That's it for today's episode. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe, share, like, and comment. We look forward to having your feedback. Bye.